Okay, well, I have 5 o'clock. So with that, I am going to call to order this meeting of the Utility Service Board. And before we launch into the agenda items, I'd like to take just a moment to thank Jason Bannock for his many years of service on the Utility Service Board. He is having to resign because unfortunately he moved outside the city limits, and so we're losing him from this board, but would just like to take a moment and say thank you to him. I know when I joined the board, I learned a lot about service on this board just by watching him in the meetings, noticing what he paid attention to, and I really enjoyed having him as a colleague on this board. So thank you, Jason. All right. So first item is approval of the minutes from our previous April 12th meeting. And are there any questions or additions, changes to the minutes? All right. Seeing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All right, and Latrina, please call the roll.
Kapler,
Yes.
Parmenter,
Yes.
thank you. Burnham,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Seaman,
Yes.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Minutes are approved. Next up are approval of the claims. First item is standard invoices in the amount of $3,344,894.47. Are there any questions or comments on invoices? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve the invoices?
So moved.
Second.
And Latrina, please call the roll.
Sherman,
Yes.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Burnham,
Yes.
Seaman,
Yes.
Kapler,
Yes.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up, utility bills in the amount of $47,800.37. Any questions or comments on utility bills? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And Latrina?
Seaman,
Yes.
Kapler,
Yes.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Burnham,
Yes.
thank you.
All right. Wire transfers in the amount of $362,584.27. Are there any questions or comments on wire transfers? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And Latrina?
Burnham,
Yes.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Seaman,
Yes.
Kapler,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
All right, wire transfers are approved. Next is customer refunds in the amount of $5,867.01. Any questions or comments on refunds? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
And Latrina?
Parmenter,
Yes.
Burnham,
Yes.
Kapler,
Yes.
Seaman,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
All right, thank you. Refunds are approved. Next item is the consent agenda, and I'll turn this over to Vic Kelson.
Good evening, everyone. I'm happy to bring the consent agenda for tonight, which is a total of $32,306.33. The first item is to Cummins Incorporated for $3,196.33 for a generator repair at Dillman. Emmy Simpson, $20,610. This is the leak survey of the west pressure zone of the water distribution system. The third item is to Springfield Electric Supply for $2,500 to inspect and diagnose a pump drive. And the last is to Gold Street Design Agency, $6,000 for design and rebranding logos for the department. Are there any of these items that a board member would like to consider separately? Hearing none, If there's no opposition, the consent agenda will be approved as recommended by staff. Hearing no opposition, the consent agenda is approved. Thank you.
Thanks, Vic. All right, next item is we've got a bid opening for the roof work phase 2 at Dillman and Monroe. And Dan Hudson is going to conduct this.
Okay. We have 2 bids that just came in. I don't know, do you want me to get closer so you can see them?
There you go.
There we go. We've
Is
got
that
the 2 bids. Thank you.
Okay. One is from Buildings Associates, and the other one is Steve's Roofing and Sheet Metal. I'll open one at a time. This is Steve's Roofing and Sheet Metal.
Okay, this is Brad Schrader. I'm going to be reading them off. They are broken up into 4 different areas. One is going to be a lump sum base bid for 7 roofs being done at the Dillman wastewater treatment plant. Another one is a lump sum base bid for a roof at the Monroe water treatment plant. And then we have 2 alternatives, an add or a deduct for providing PCB roof in lieu of TPO at both sides. So I will start with, again, the first one, and this is for the lump sum base bid for Dillman. It's $1,189,000 and no cents. The lump sum base bid for Monroe is $352,500 and no cents. The alternates are, for alternate 1, it would be an add of $24,500. And for the second one, alternative 1B, it would be an add of $15,500. Okay, that's it. That's what we.
Okay. The next one is Buildings Associates.
Okay, for Building Associates, it's the same base bids and alternates. So for the lump sum base bid for the Dillman wastewater treatment plant, that would be $986,400 and no cents. That's $986,400. The lump sum for the Monroe water treatment plant roof is $434,200. That's $434,200. And for bid alternate number 1A for the Dillman campus would be a deduct of $72,800, 72800. And then for the alternate 1B for the Monroe plant would be a deduct of $84,400. No cents. So we would like to thank the bidders for the work they put into these, and we will review the packages for completeness and then come later with a recommendation for approval at a later meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there, do we usually get like a engineering estimate?
Yeah, so the engineering estimate for this, for the entire, both roofs together was $846,400.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Jim, you have a question?
Yeah, so it seems that both of these are pretty much in excess of engineering's estimates.
That's correct.
Any other questions or clarifications? All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, Amanda, yes.
Sorry. My question is on this, since the lump sum for Dillman, or excuse me, the lump sum for the Dillman is higher on Steve's Roofing, and then on the Monroe plant, it's lower for Steve's Roofing. So is this going to be billed out as a bundle? I mean, it's either, or is it a bid for both, or is it a bid for either or, and we can determine each project?
It's a bid for both. We've broken them out because they come under different funds. So the Monroe comes into the water fund and Dillman comes into the wastewater.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Any other questions, thoughts? Okay, thank you. So before we move on to old business, I just want to make sure that any members of the public that are either watching the meeting on our Facebook live stream or might join via Zoom, there will be a time for petitions and communications at the end. You can type your comments in the comment section on Facebook live stream or here on Zoom in the comments, and then they will be read during petitions and communications. Okay, so is there any old business from the board? Any old business from staff?
Done.
Okay, any new business from the board? Any new business from staff?
None.
All right, and I don't believe there are any subcommittee reports. Is that correct, Latrina? Okay, then staff reports. Vic.
Just a couple things. The first one is that we have a new license. Jason Winning, who is our pretreatment coordinator, has completed the wastewater ASO license. That's an industrial class license. He works with industrial customers exclusively. And then the second item is just a personal one. Yesterday was my 5th anniversary at CBU, and I just want to thank all the board members. It's been an eventful 5 years working with you all, and I look forward to continuing it. And speaking on behalf of the staff, we're all going to miss Jason Bannock as well. He's been a pleasure for us to work with. He asks good, challenging questions, and he's always paid very close attention to the needs of all of our customers, and definitely will miss working with Jason. So that's all I have. Thank you.
You know,
Wow, Vic.
Vic, is there,
Go ahead, Jim.
is there a timeline for the appointment of a new member?
I contacted the mayor's office. They are working on it right now, and I'm hopeful that within the next couple of meetings that we'll have a 7th board member again.
Thank you.
That would be great. And Vic, I didn't realize it was your work anniversary. Thank you for doing such fantastic work for the past 5 years, and happy anniversary.
Thanks.
All right. Well, let me check. Holly, are there any comments in Facebook Live or our Zoom chat?
No questions or comments via Zoom or Facebook.
Okay, thank you. All right. Well, then with that, is there a motion for us to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you all. Take care. Have a good evening.
Good night.